Hey guys, your friendly neighborhood Jason Wu Cardamone here, and guys, I got something super important to share with you. It's about the VIP customer commissions and how you are going to get extremely wealthy from all the commissions that flow up as you start to build out a team of BAs. And whether you're sitting right now without any BAs at all, or whether you have a team of hundreds like some of us do, you need to understand this information. So the background of this guys comes from, so I know you guys think I'm some just whacked out guy that cries all the time and gets all pumped up all the time. I actually have a degree in mathematics. I graduated with honors in the math degree, not the other degree. And I actually launched rockets for Lockheed Martin, or at least delayed the launch of of one rocket at least. So I know what I'm doing with all the numbers and the math, guys. And I want to break this down because the problem is that we have one of the most complicated comp plans I've ever seen. I'm an expert in them. I've torn them apart for 8.5 years at the time, since 2006. And this is the most complicated comp plan I've ever torn apart. And I've done hundreds of them. Because I always look at companies, one of the first things I do is evaluate, how do we really make money? This thing's taken me like more than a month to get my head wrapped around full time, 130 hours a week. I guess that's a little more than full time, but I'm kind of crazy. So I want to dive into this right now because you're not going to be able to sleep again when you get to the end of this video. And you probably already can't sleep just from the little tidbits I'm throwing at you so far. So we're going to look at how money flows in. We're only going to look at the $99 annual recurring VIP memberships. All the other ones apply with the same kind of methods. We're just going to use these numbers because they're easy. We're also going to assume they're not 99, we're going to bump them up to 100 just to make the math easier. So most of you all know when you bring in one annual $99 per year, you get paid a recurring annual $24.75. We're going to call that 25. You also get a one-time $20 from the Refer a Friend link. Now we're going to we're going to assume in all the numbers here that you're using the Refer a Friend link, you're always getting $20 there. You can refer them in a different way where you don't get paid the extra $20. What that essentially does is double all the numbers we're going to talk about today. But we're going to focus on the numbers based on if you referred a friend link, which is what the systems we're currently doing for the foreseeable future. When that happens, guys, throughout your organization, $13.75 is passed up out of the $100. So we're going to assume you're right here, and down in your team, let's pretend this is what your team looks like for now, that when you have anybody, whether they're a team member or a VP or a TLA or SD, it doesn't matter, anybody on your front line and your team, when they bring in a customer, they get the $20 one time plus the $25 recurring, and $13.75 is passed up line. Now, how much of it you get depends on what rank you are. If you're an SVP, you get all $13.75. If you're a VP, you get $12.50. If you're a sales director, you get $10. Team coordinator, you get a $7.50. Team leader or TLA, you get $5, and if you're a team member, you get $2.50. So even if you're a team member, let's say this is a team member right here, anybody on your front line gets a customer sale, you get $2.50 for doing nothing. As you're sleeping, you have anybody on your front line bring in a sale, you get $2.50. So just giving you some examples there, we're going to look at actual numbers and how they flow up throughout the tree now. And I know I'm going super fast. You can pause, you can rewind. We're trying to stay straight to the point during this video for you. So let's first of all take some scenarios like I just did. Team member, you're an SVP. Team member brings in a customer. They get paid one time $20, $25 recurring. What flows up? $13.75. And because there's an SVP here, they get all of it. They just command the whole amount. Same thing. Now this is from a team member. From a VP, same things happen. Customer, $20 one time, $25 recurring. What flows up? The green numbers, $13.75. Exact same thing happens. Now, let's take it a little down further. Let's pretend you're not an SVP. Let's take it down further in the tree. I do want to say, guys, what we are ignoring here is the generational matching bonuses, I think they're called. We're talking about like the 2, the 1, the 1.5 percentile on the generational bonuses. We're completely ignoring those. That's just extra money thrown on top of. We're just ignoring those, guys. We're staying really conservative in these examples here. So let's go down here because this example makes a lot more sense here. Let's pretend you have a team member down in your organization. Team member brings in a customer. They get one-time $20, $25 annual recurring. $5. So up above, there's a team leader. $5 flows up here. There's a team coordinator up above. $2.50 flows up here. There's a sales director up above. Another $2.50 gets paid here. There's a sales director here. And I told you we're ignoring the matching bonuses. What would really happen is that $1 would get paid to this sales director because it's a first generation. And then what's left over, if you add up the 5 plus the 250 is $7.50. We're at $10 here. What's left over out of $13.75? Another $3.75 flows up to the SVP. So I want you guys to realize whether you're here or you're here or you're here, I want you to realize there's always $13.75 that flows up the chain somewhere. So why do you want to rank advance and advance? Is because so you can capture more of that information or that customer base, that VIP voucher, you capture more of that flowing up. By the way, these are annually recurring every year, guys. Let's go look at another example right here. Let's say you're this sales director. You have a TLA on your front line. TLA brings in a customer, one-time $20, $25 recurring to the TLA. They brought the customer. And what happens? $13.75 flows up. $10 goes to the sales director, and another $3.75 flows up to the SVP. So what did the SVP do in this case? Nothing. The team member did all the work. What did they do in this case? Nothing. The TLA did all the work. But in both cases, they got paid $3.75 for a customer sale made at different parts of their organization. That's an annual recurring amount for each of these numbers that we're talking about. Now, right now, we're talking about the green numbers so far, okay? Let's look at, excuse me, let's look at this example. Let's say this sales director brings in their own customer, so not from down here, but their own. The sales director gets one-time $20, $25 recurring per year. What flows up? $10 to this sales director. What flows up? Still $3.75. So that was the red track we're looking at over there. So I'm just giving you guys different examples that can happen throughout your organizations. So we're towards the end here, guys. We're almost done. So a few more very unique examples. Let's talk about an example. Right here, this is very similar to what you saw over here. Team member brings one in, one-time $20, $25 annual recurring. What gets passed up from a team member to a team coordinator? The difference is they get $77.50. The whole amount flows up, guys. The team member doesn't keep some amount of this. This is what flows up every time. They get to keep the $20 one time and the $25 recurring every time. $13.75 always flows up, no matter, regardless of rank or anything. So because the team coordinator is here and they have a team member front line, they capture $7.50. That's pretty awesome. What flows up to a sales director? The difference here is $2.50. And guys, you can look at the numbers here. I'm not referencing this all the time and just trying to save time so we get through this really quickly for you. Feel free to break down the numbers to compare. Guys, the jumps here, 2.5%, 2.5%, 2.5%, 2.5%, 1.25%. Excuse me. So, and that's in percent based on $100 per year. Keep in mind, it's really based on 99. That's why the percentages, they're really, these numbers here are $2.47, not $2.50. So, I know we're talking a few pennies, but I just want to, if you're really analytical, I want you to know we're taking a shortcut just to keep the math really easy. Excuse me, I have my throat. I've been talking for like 8 weeks straight, so it's starting to go. So $2.50 flows up here. Now we have a TLA with a sales director down in their team. How much flows up here? 0. the TLA is essentially blocked from this leg because the sales director outranks them. So they don't get customer revenue. They don't get organizational commissions from this leg because the sales director's of a higher rank. And then what happens? So we've only paid out $10. Where's the other $3.75? It keeps going. Oh, there, we finally found an SVP. Let's give it to them. Okay? So a couple unique examples there. Here's an example if this sales director's, now how does the TLA get paid? Because we're like, oh, well that stinks. The sales director is such a strong leader, but watch this. When the sales director themselves makes a sale, one time $20, $25 annual recurring, then what flows up? $13.75. Oh, now the TLA gets paid because the sales director brought in a customer, but all the customers that come in throughout a sales director's organization is not paid to the TLA. That's all paid to the sales director and then up above to VPs and SVPs up above. So sales director brings in a customer sale, $13.75 flows up, $5 goes to the TLA, and $8.75 flows up to the SVP. How much are you loving being this SVP with all these customer commissions flowing up to you? So, one last example, guys. TLA down here generates a customer sale, one time $20, $25 annual recurring. What flows up? To the TC up above, $7.50. All these are annual recurring, everything we're talking about. What flows up? A team coordinator, they actually get a matching bonus. I believe it's 1%. I'm 99% sure, you can go check this. So technically they get 50 cents, but I started off saying we're going to ignore that, right? This does not take out of the... It doesn't take out of the $13.75 because this is a generational matching because a team coordinator is the first level where you unlock the first part of that. So we've paid out $7.50. We're still looking to pay out some more. Here's a team coordinator. Here's a team leader. Nothing gets paid. Here's a TLA. Nothing gets paid. And then, oh, here's the other $6.25 flows up to the senior vice president. So couple things I want you guys to keep in mind as we're closing this video out. You definitely want to rank advance, guys, but what I really want you to focus on is how much you get paid across your front line. Yeah, maybe the TLA isn't too excited because they got blocked out of commissions from down deep here, but look at what they're making just personally when their people are bringing in customers. They are making money. So let's look at the SVP. Now this is what you're going to be really pumped up to rank advance. Look at the SVP. Let's find a sale right here. Team member makes a sale. One time $20, $25 annual recurring, $13.75 flows up. They collect the whole amount from their personally enrolled frontline member. Same thing happens right here, 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 and whether they have 10 or 50 or 5,000 personally enrolled BAs, they get $13.75 annual recurring every time one of their in-person enrollments brings in another customer. So I want you to think about that when you're starting to place people below other people. When you may have heard me say in other videos that you're giving away a lot of upfront money when you place people below. You're also giving away a lot of long-term money. What I'm talking about is, let's say this team member that instead of putting them front line, let's say you place this team member down here. So a sale comes in, the team member is going to go out and still bring in a customer per day or whatever their production is. Instead of $13.75 coming in, they're down here. These people are eating up all the money, and what's really flowing in is $3.75. So you lose $10 by putting this team member way down there. There's advantages. You get all these people all pumped up. You're basically giving them all money. They're super excited for you to have their team growing for them if they even know that you did that. So there's advantages both ways, but I want you to realize what you could potentially be giving up. Now, it's not all about money, guys. Some people have a belief building big money up front and just build a bigger story. Make $1 million a month as fast as you can, and that's going to motivate the most amount of people. It motivates a percentage of the population, for sure, but there's also another side of helping other people create stories, and now you have a story of a percentage of your team is all making a certain percentage of income. That motivates a different percentage of the population. So you really need to find about, really, none of it really matters about what's going to motivate other and telling stories and all that stuff. What matters is, what do you need in your life right now? And there will become a point where you just don't need more money. Some of you will continue to drive through that and go forever, and that's good. That's how you're wired. Some of you will get to where you just pay your own bills, and then you're done, and you can just relax. And now you can focus on the rest of your team. Some of you will never pay your own bills, and you'll just give everything to your team. And I would encourage everybody you got to reach down to what's inside you. You got to do what's right for your own business, for your own career, for your own family, for yourself. Because if you're not alive and you're not here, how can you go help anybody else if you have a servant's kind of mentality? So guys, that's a breakdown of how the commissions flow in throughout an organization. And one of my main goals of doing this, guys, was, first of all, I know the numbers look crazy in your back office. You try to figure out like, well, it's 5% here and 15% there. I just wanted to show you real numbers. We have dozens of people. We could show you our back offices right now. This is exactly what's flowing in all these situations. And keep in mind, there are times when these numbers are literally doubled when somebody forgets to use the refer a friend link. That's not an issue when you're using the systems that we've built through WooCar. So I wanted to break these numbers down, gain a little clarity for you, and here's the main motivation. Here's my secret. Here's the reason why I did this. So you can get a grasp on these crazy numbers, not have to spend 4 weeks tearing this apart like I've done. But more importantly, whether you're right here right now, or whether you're right here right now, or whether you're right here right now, or right here right now, I want you to realize what is happening throughout your team. Because when you can gain perspective, the only difference, if you're right here and you're not here or here yet, the only difference is that the person who is up there and has this team, they have probably been in a little longer. They might have a little more experience, and maybe they've just taken more action. Maybe you have those skill sets, you haven't taken action yet. So I just want you to, some people, some of us are completely motivated by like, wow, I could get a piece of all of this. Now I want to go out and get busy and work. So if you can see yourself here and you were here before this video, good. Now you can see this. Now you can go get busy and create that. Some of us are more wired to be like, wow, so you're saying I could go build this and I can help all of these people, and look at all these people that are making all this money from all these customers. Look at how many lives I'm blessing. Yes, you can go do that. So that's really, and isn't it fun to be able to pull all this together? How much fun can you have when you just have money flowing in overnight, and have people on your team have money flowing in overnight, and have people on your team, like just happened to me, that run an ad campaign for the first time in their life, accidentally bring in a VIP customer, and they're doing backflips because they just made $45. How exciting is that? And then I get a private message from the people up above them saying, dude, do you know I just made 5? I just made 10? All these things happening. That is exciting. How fun is that, just to watch people around you having all these successes and wins? So guys, that was the whole point of the video. I encourage you to go use this information for your psychology, for your heart, and align it with what's best for you. And now go out and take additional action, and continue to take that action until you get what you're looking to get out of this beautiful thing called WooCar. Love you guys. Take care. Jason Cardamone signing out, guys. Take care.